This is going to be a video on how to change the appearance of your Scrivener. Now, before I even begin, I make sure that I have a background picture that I like, one that I really like the colors in, and then the next thing I do is I click on the foreground. This is GIMP, the free program GIMP. I click on the foreground, come over here and get the eyedropper and go in and get the darkest color. And then over here with where it says HTML notation, this is the HTML code for that color. Okay, and I go back and forth and I do it for all the different colors. I get a dark theme color, a medium and a light color that matches it, and a lightest color that is going to be almost like a pinkish white is more like it. Okay, and I keep those to the left of me so that I can see the numbers when I need them. Then I save this picture. I export it as a JPG, and now we're going to go back to Scrivener and we're going to start. So the first thing I want to do is put in that background picture. So I'm going to go to File, Options. Up here I click on the appearance. This is where most of the change are going to occur. And I go down to the main editor to the fixed width background. And right here it has a button that says choose texture. So click that, and then I'm going to go into my file here and click on the background picture and open it. And you can see that the icon of the picture is right there. Then we're going to click on apply. And that put our background picture in there. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to change the binder area. So we're going to come up here to binder. And now we're going to go over here to the colors. I'm going to ignore all of the fonts and everything else because I'm just focusing on changing the appearance. So click on the colors tab and the binder background. I'm going to choose my color. Now, before we got going with the video, I entered my 3 colors that matched my roses when I got them from GIMP, and I put them into this custom color bar. So they're here so I can quickly select them. Okay, so I'm going to click on the dark burgundy, click OK, and then apply. And as you can see, the binder changed colors. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change the notes section over here. So for that one, I want to go to the inspector and notes, notes background, click on this, and I'm going to choose the medium pink for this one. Click OK, and then apply. All right, and that changed that. Now the next one I want to change is the synopsis. So the synopsis background color is controlled by the index cards. So the index cards, I'm going to go into colors and I'm going to click on background and then choose the lightest pink, which is right here, and then click OK and then apply. And as you can see, that also changed the synopsis. Now, while we're in the index cards, let's click on the corkboard here and go into one of the, actually, let's click on draft so that we see all of the cards here. So let's bring this back up here. This is the options box. Okay, so I'm going to click up to corkboard, all right? And I'm going to keep all of the defaults on the options tab. I'm not going to do the fonts right now. We're going to do that last. I'm coming over here to colors. So I want the cork background to match the burgundy. So I'm going to select that. Click OK. Freeform background is the same, burgundy. And then the label view background, that's the same too. So burgundy. And I'm not sure what these status stamps are, but I'll make that burgundy too. Okay, and then we'll hit apply. And as you can see, this changed the background of the corkboard. Now, we're going to go to the next one, the index cards. And the index cards match the synopsis section. So the background we've already changed. So the border, we're going to make dark burgundy. The divider, dark burgundy. And the lines, the same thing. And then apply. Okay, and you can see that it put all the lines in here. Now this is just a warning that's saying some of the settings don't take until you close it and then bring it back open. But for right now, we're doing okay. Okay, so that's the main areas that you want to have changed. So now we're going to go to the outliner, excuse me, view. All right, so where's my little thing here? All right, here we go. Okay, so let's go to the outliner. All right, now I want to, on this options page, I want to have the vertical line, the vertical grid lines, and I want to have the different colors. So I'm clicking both of those on, and I'm going to click apply. And you can see how it has the two colors now. Now, I'm going to skip the fonts and come over to the colors. So the background I'm going to want to be this light sort of pinkish here. I'm going to click that and click apply. Okay. And then the folder titles, I think I'll have those in black. The grid, I'm going to put dark burgundy. Group titles, I'm just going to leave the default. And the synopsis, I'm going to leave the default. Okay. And apply that. Okay. And as you can see, it put in all of the lines, and it's using a slightly different color for each line, which I like as I'm working. Now we made all of the main changes. This changes all of the viewports. It changes them to have the matching colors. There's nothing that can be done to change this area up here. So in the theme that I usually use, I've picked a gray that matches this. So it's not so abrupt between this gray and then these other pretty colors. Anyway, the next and last thing that needs to be done is you have to go back into the options box. And starting from the general tab, let's see, author information. You can put your name here. I usually don't put any other information in here. And then editing, I leave all of the defaults on the first page. And then every single window that I go through, I change this to the font that I want to use all the time, which is Times New Roman, regular 14. Okay, and then I apply it. And okay, and then I go through all the different option boxes. I do, let's see, the editing I do, and then there's not much to change on the behavior, so you can ignore all that. The appearance here, under binder, I will say that sometimes I make I click both of these to bold the font for folders and document groups. And this one I'm going to make Times New Roman. And this one I'm going to make a little bit bigger than the 14th. I'm going to make it 16 and bold it. Okay, and apply it. And as you can see over here in the binder, it makes it much bigger and brighter because I use this section as I'm plotting the story. So I like it a little bit bigger. And if you want, you can add by, increasing the number here. You can increase the space between your scenes if you want to. I'm happy with number 4, so I leave it on 4. Okay. So I'm not going to go through it with you watching, but you're going to go through all of these tabs here on the appearance tab, all of these choices here. and you're going to change all of your fonts. Okay. See, it defaults to this font. I don't even know how you say this. I never heard of this font in my life. I like to change it to Times New Roman 14. You can change it to whatever you want, and just keep clicking on each one to change all of the fonts. And that's it. Then you have your own personal theme, and if you want to save it, you can save as a template. And when you click on Save as a Template, it'll ask you to name it. It'll ask you for what category you want to put it in. I always choose from my blank category, so I always put them there. And if you want to, you can leave it blank for the icon, or you can put a manuscript icon, and then it puts this little blue thing here. Okay, and then I always click this one, Save Styles into Template, so you don't have to change your fonts and all that kind of stuff. And just click OK. Now, I've already saved this, so I'm not going to save it again. But you would click OK, and then the next time you open Scrivener, you will have this template that you can choose from, and all of this work will already be done. Anyway, that's how you change up the appearance of your Scrivener. And I hope you learned something. If you did, I hope you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.